Have you ever dated a girl and she's from a bad background and she just doesn't like compliments or being treated well? That's because her dad didn't treat her well. Her mum didn't treat her well. Her life was crap. So when she encounters a man who looks after her, pays her bills, treats her like a proper woman, she rejects that guy. Because that is not what is normal to her. She would rather have a guy talking bad about her, talking down on her, cheating on her, not buying her no gifts, not paying for the entire bill when they go on dates, because that was what was normal for her entire life. She feels more comfortable being treated like trash because for her whole life she has been treated like trash. So when that Prince Charming comes through the block, she ain't trying to go nowhere near him because it's like, rah, good treatment, this feels so foreign. Can't accept, can't take good treatment. Dad treated me badly. Dad left me when I was 4. Mum smoked weed throughout the whole house when I was 4. I was inhaling all that crap. She brought in 4 guys every single week. I didn't know their names. I didn't know who was their boyfriend. I don't know who was my stepfather. I didn't know from Tim, Jock, Cray, or Craig. So she's now more comfortable feeling around a guy that talks bad about her, calls her names, calls her fat, calls her ugly, and ultimately makes her feel insecure because guess what? Her whole life, up until the point of meeting her, has been feeling insecure. She didn't know where she was going to live. She didn't know who her dad was. She didn't know where she was going to see her dad. Her dad always broke promises. Her dad's got a new family. She didn't know how many stepsisters she's got. She didn't know how many stepbrothers she's got. She didn't know Tim or... She didn't know what the hell's going on. Her whole life has been this insecurity mode. So that actually makes her feel uncomfortable because whatever becomes normal for us, whether that be good or bad, we become acclimatized to. That's why a lot of these girls perpetually go for the bad boys because their dad treated them the exact same way. Women model their relationships off their fathers. So if you see a woman that has never known her dad, that has never been there for her, never had dad take her out to Toys R Us, buy her some gifts, she's going to choose the exact same type of guy as a life partner. She just won't be able to accept goodness for a man. It's like, men can be good? There's good men out there? Whoa! That's how she be carrying on. Because that is what she has been acclimatized to. Now, this is a totally different story, but those kind of girls, you really can't fix them. Okay? They're going to need some serious therapy there. But even once they finish that, it might be too late for them because you would have already got married by then. They might be old by that point. You want to marry someone that's within, good age and can have babies. But it's a sad predicament for those women because it's not their fault. It's not anyone's fault what family they get born into. That's why I find it so painful to hear these stories about those women because it's not their fault. They are choosing those bad mans because their fathers modeled themselves as a bad man, as a bum, as a waste cadet. Man didn't pay no bills. Man didn't take his children out to go play dates. Man didn't look after his children. Man didn't buy his children clothes. Man didn't take his children on holidays. Man didn't take his children to have a walk in the blood clot park. So she has no choice really but to choose those bad boys because that is what she was used to. So unfortunately, those type of girls that get fed to the wolves, the bad boys, and those waste cadet bad boys that have nothing to offer the world but, maybe a little quick bit of sweet talk that ain't even that great. It's not exactly William Shakespeare sweet talk we've got going here. But, these broken girls from broken homes, they lap it up because their dad barely could even do that. They ain't heard a good word from their dad since they were born. They never heard "I love you, daughter" from their dad. Blood clot, their dad was never around.